Alright, hi y'all, welcome back to Planet Dirt. This is my backyard garden. We are currently in the greenhouse and I thought I'd pop in and give you a little update as to how the garden's doing. We've been pretty distracted over the last week or so. We've been doing some house projects, getting ready for Thanksgiving. This back here, this used to be a window. So on the other side of that now wall is going to be my pantry inside. I'm very excited about it, but that's been taking precedent over things going on in the garden. So I wanted to just give you a brief look at everything that's still growing. We're going to stay in the greenhouse today because it's still really cold outside. I did put up a short showing the frost fabric that I was putting up over my poor little lime tree and my lemon tree. Because even in the greenhouse, it just got too cold. It got down to 16 degrees the other night. It was supposed to only get down to 17 degrees, and then they were like, oh no, it actually got down to 16, and we could feel it, y'all. So, the plants survived. That's the update. All of the plants that are still in the ground are frost hardy, and then the couple of trees that I have in here, I just wrapped them really good in some frost fabric, and that did the trick. It held them over for the few hours that it got too cold for them in here. So, very excited about that, and let's jump right into it. Alrighty, over here we have my attempt at cabbage. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I do well with cabbage every year, because that would just be wrong. These little plants are looking good so far. They grow insanely slowly because it's the winter, but I've tried growing them in spring and it just gets too hot too fast and they bolt. So we're trying our hand at growing them over the winter and we're seeing what happens. So here's a couple of cabbages. These are the green acre cabbages. Very excited. Over here we have a broccoli that already looks like it's trying to bolt, so that one's probably not going to do anything. We have one more cabbage over here. That's the green acre, and then back here we have a red acre and another red acre cabbage. As you can see, I peppered in some beets around here just to see if they would do anything. I had some extra room. A couple of them are getting pretty big, so I'm excited about that. Maybe I'll actually get some beets to grow. And then this, friends, is the glorious bed. These are turnips and rutabagas, and I'm super excited because they are just so big. My goodness. So I might actually, we're hosting a Friendsgiving tomorrow, actually, and I might actually try to pull up some of these turnips and, oh sorry, these are parsnips. Are they? Where's my tag? My goodness. Y'all, I can't find my tag. They're parsnips or turnips. I don't really remember. I get those two mixed up. I don't cook with either one of them very often. They are turnips. The ones back here are rutabaga. And I don't know if they're supposed to be sticking out of the ground like that. So I don't know. I've never grown them before, but the plants themselves are looking really good. That's got to account for something, right? They look beautiful. I have a little echinacea plant that I'm overwintering in the greenhouse, and it's still got a little flower trying so hard to hold on. This is my radish patch. These are white radishes and hailstone radishes, and they're looking pretty good. Everything's pretty tiny though, and my parsley root is so small. It's germinated, but it's so tiny. And then over here, I got some carrots. They're chugging along, doing their thing. Over here, I have these little tiny babies are cilantro. And here's the kale that I was talking about in the previous video. So I do have some kale that does really well here, but I want to try a couple different varieties, see if I can get some some variety going in my life. Alright, so the other big plant over here is the Swiss chard. It just loves this weather. It's beautiful, nice and big, and any of these little bite marks are left over from the summer. So all of the new stuff in here just looks amazing. Alright, lastly, over here in the corner, I have some celery. And this celery, I have chopped off of this so many times. As you can see, it's got a bunch of little tiny shoots coming off of it too. But I'm super excited because I'm about to make a lot of stuffing, and I'll be able to just pop out here and get some celery. So that's the whole thing. Alright, that is the whole thing in all of its bare glory right now. Alright, y'all, thanks for coming along with me today. I'll see you next time. Bye!